Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 14 of NotYourEchoChamberPodcast. I'm your host, Christopher Walgast, here with my co-hosts Jeremiah and Matthew. On this podcast, we talk about our opinions, and you don't have to like it. As usual, we start out with the episode with asking Matthew, what are you doom scrolling today?
I'm not doom scrolling this time. I'm not watching the Wix news. I'm trying to find the Google Doc.
It's here's a hint. It's not Google. It's Word.
Oh, Word. Oh, yeah, Word Doc. Yeah.
Microsoft Word. There it is.
There. Now I can be a part of the podcast.
All right, we got a great show planned for everybody today. We're going to do our weekly updates, which is probably going to be short. The sports ball update. Matthew, do you have anything planned for that today?
No. Well, I can talk a little briefly about something.
You maybe talk about the draft happened down.
Oh, yeah, I can talk about
I was going to say, that would probably be a major thing that happened in sports. It'd be kind of weird if you ignored it. Then we got...
Excuse me.
We got a lot of news to go over, so going to get through that. Then we're going to do a brief media review about a movie that recently came out that did not meet expectations. And then the final thing we're going to do is we're going to do a ultimate breakfast foods draft. What are your guys' impressions on this going into it?
I don't know, I feel like the 101 could be a powerful spot in this, but I have the 103 and the 201. I have the turn. And I think I can do powerful things with this.
I have the second pick, and I think if something gets dropped to me, I feel like the middle pick is like a great place to be.
This draft is about to be shut down, though. I have a drink that could shut it down, I think.
And it's one that neither me or Matthew has ever had, right, Matthew? I'm just kidding.
I feel like this draft is all about beer. I feel like this draft is all about preferences. Honestly, I don't feel like there's a 101 of anything.
Wait,
I have my 101, and if it doesn't get to me, I will be very upset. But I have the 101 pick, so I will not be upset.
There is a 101. There is a 101 for. I just realized it. I just remembered it. There is a 101 for sure.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my list, and there's a couple that I really want. So I don't know if there's necessarily 101. I may get my entire 101 team. I may get the 101, 102, 103, 104 as my picks, because you guys both said that you didn't do any prep and you're just on the fly with it.
Look, that's how I make breakfast. When I get up in the morning, I'm not ready, man. And I just fly, and every day I'm like, what do I want today? And then, I go.
And then life happens.
Yeah.
It happens that way. All right, you guys ready to get into weekly updates?
It's going to be boring, but yeah.
All right,
you're going to have to carry this.
Yeah, let's do this. All right, for weekly updates today, I cannot... Honestly, this is probably the least happening week that we've had. I don't think a single thing happened that I can talk about on the podcast. I mean, there's lots of stuff that you guys know that's happening, but I just can't talk about it on the podcast. Yeah. It's details of life that you're not supposed to communicate to the general public. As for funny things that happen, funny things happen, but not necessarily.
There's a ball in the ceiling.
No, that's true. I guess we can just talk about what just happened. So we're recording this at church. We are currently in the sounder. We could probably hear somebody playing guitar in the background. They're playing it out in the auditorium. But church is over. Jeremiah had his birthday party. We had it here. It was How to Train Your Dragon theme.
Shout out to my birthday.
Shout out to your birthday. And we played a few games. Matthew won a game, which was the first one. So he was blindfolded, and you had to pin the tail on Toothless. And he did that, and he won this.
No, it was the other one.
No, because the other one you got something else. Because you were playing with it in your hands. And you got this weird, squishy Captain America kind of looking ball. And
one of those stress ball things.
Yeah, and it's weird because it's super sticky, and it's made out of silicone, so you can stick it on objects, and it'll look like it's all broken and squished out into a puddle, and then it just slowly sucks back into its shape.
They're a good time. Those things are a good time.
Yeah, I got one for Christmas that was a Iron Man one, and I accidentally broke it because I just smashed it on the table, and it just totally broke open and all the water spilled out.
Yeah, so currently it's hanging from the auditorium ceiling right now.
Yeah,
it's been there for about probably 30 minutes.
He yeeted it up into the air and it got stuck, and he pointed out to me, first we got a few course books out from under the pulpit and started throwing those. After a while we're like, you know what, this is not a good idea. So
I started throwing my shoe up.
Yeah, that was after I'd left though, and we were left without Matthew's supervision.
Yeah, don't do that.
What happens when you throw like a flat thing like the bottom of a shoe at one of these things?
It gets more stuff.
That's right. And leaves a shoe print, like a partial shoe print on the ceiling and on the ball.
Matthew's Lionel Richie up there dancing on the ceiling.
I really don't think it's going to come down because it has not moved at all.
We're looking at it right now. There's a big glass window for the sound room. We're looking at it. It's like totally stuck on there. Updates if it ever falls off.
Yeah.
$5 says it's going to come down.
During this podcast?
During this podcast? $5 to who? From where?
Yeah.
$5 from our good buddy Silas's wallet.
Ah, nice. You know he's rich and he's got plenty to spare.
He does. He bought his mom.
Graphic designing stuff.
Yeah.
Really coming in clutch now.
Yeah.
And the Lowe's money.
That helps.
Yeah.
Shout out to Mr. Lowe's.
Shout out to Mr. Lowe's and Mrs. Lowe's. Don't forget.
Thank you for paying Silas.
Thank you for paying Silas so we can bet money on this podcast.
What a killer combo.
Alright, I guess my weekly update is that I mowed for the first time. Push mowed our lawn. We got a couple weird hills to do it on, so it's like more than a 45-degree angle hill, so it's kind of annoying to do.
Yeah.
But like it's cool because what happens is, of course, you put in the earbuds, and there's specific podcasts that I listen to during different times of the year. For like during early in the year, like January, February, I listen to Spitballers because that's when I first listened to them, and then springtime, which is like
now.
Yeah, April through June, I listened to the Babylon Beat podcast, listened through their episodes. So I just started listening to them again as soon as I started pushing lawnmower, and you just get those feelings like of TFW, but that nobody understands because you're the only one that's ever done that. Like it's a self-tradition, so there's nobody else that's like, oh man, yeah, get the same
Can't wait
emotion.
for spring.
Yeah, so I can listen to the Babylon Beat podcast. Yeah, that's only me. That's a me thing. So, you guys have weekly updates?
Mine is like...
That your PC is running low on battery.
It is. Weekly update. I need to plug in my computer. No, mine's just kind of like nice and serious and what have you. But anyway, I've been struggling. I don't know if you guys know what decision fatigue is, but it's when you make so many choices in life that you just get exhausted from just making choice after choice after choice.
That was me with doing college stuff. Like right now, I'm like in the middle of doing college stuff, and just making 3 college decisions like per hour was like I was exhausted. I did a college visit to MBU, exhausted the whole day just because of that.
Yeah, so I was like having problems with that, and a good friend and a mentor of mine was just like, he suggested that I start just doing a morning routine and just doing the same thing every morning when I wake up. So every morning when I wake up, I've been getting up, I go to the bathroom, I go get a drink of water, I go wash some dishes, I fix my bed, get my clothes on, I read my Bible, and then I make my lunch and head out for the day. And so that's been very helpful for me. It just gives me a reason to get up and a reason to not be like late and like on time for stuff. So that's been like a kind of innate thing that I've just been doing. So if you guys are having trouble with mornings, or like podcast people, if you're out there and you're like having trouble, like just get a morning routine and just kind of get a little repetition, get that stuff on autopilot. And then when your brain's not thinking about it, then you're just kind of rolling. You don't have to make those decisions every morning. So it's really nice.
It's a cool thing. I actually do that. I have an MP3 player I got about a year ago, I guess it was, and it has like this notes on it. And so that's pretty much how I keep track of my entire life, is all in notes. I have different lists that have different areas, different levels of importance. I have one for the podcast, one's for like chores and stuff, one for work, all that stuff. So it keeps me organized, so I don't have to think about it as much. It's super nice. I can't keep a routine though. I never can. Like day 2 of a routine, I'm like, I'm done.
Did you know? That's cool and all.
Cool story, bro.
Cool story, bro. But did you know? I saw this thing that making your bed isn't good because it traps all that bacteria underneath your bed, and this bacteria just builds up underneath there.
That's why you change your sheets.
Are you a nasty sleeper? What's going on?
No, but like, I mean, you're still dirty when you go to bed unless you take a shower and just jump right into bed.
Well, I like that.
That's kind of nice, though.
It is very nice. Do you ever take a risk and just like put on some pants and like make a run for the bed and not put a shirt on?
Do you ever take a risk and put pants on? Every morning when I put pants on, it's a risk. Could be snakes in these pants or something. I don't know.
One in each leg.
No, but sometimes I'll be like, it's like 9:30 at night. The parents are in bed. And I'm just like done with the shower. I'm just like
Okay, so the ridiculous thing about this is, really don't have anything to worry about. You have like one sister, and she's like a year and a half old, and so she's in bed. It's really not too risky of a run. It's not like you're...
You didn't go to the danger zone yet.
The real danger is if you're like going speedo, or like if you're trying to make the full run.
Or if you sleep
would it be appropriate just to bring a towel wrapped around my waist? Would that be okay?
No.
No, because your sister's short.
No, she's in bed though. She's in bed.
It says if you know where she is, it's probably fine. But you don't want to traumatize your younger brothers, though.
But why are you? Why, dude?
Well, but it's hidden.
Okay. All right.
Now get down to it.
All right, we're going in, boys. I need to know sleeping. How do you sleep? I will sleep shirt on,
hoodie and jeans. I'm kidding.
When I'm done,
if Jesus comes back, I'm sleeping on.
But no one cares because everyone's being ascended. They're all worried about the new man rising from dead.
I know, that's just the funny thing
also,
about.
all the people dead are dead naked.
That's true. But we're all gonna be unashamed.
Yes.
But no, so it's like me. I am t-shirt. I am underwear. I am sweatpants, and sometimes I will even wear socks to bed. I don't know.
No matter how cold I am, I'm always at least no socks. Never wear a hoodie either. I'm always, at least the base is t-shirt, underpants, and I do the gym shorts.
Okay, I'm
because
cool
those like breathable, and so you can get nice circulation in there and all that.
Yeah.
The only time I'll ever do long johns is if I'm camping outside. That's and even then I'm I still don't want to because ventilation is the number one need for me in bed. I literally, even when it was cold, I still blew a fan on me during the winter.
Otherwise, all that bacteria in your bed, right, guys? Gotta turn the fan on and blow the bacteria away.
You know what was very interesting is I run hot sometimes, and I'll be in bed, all cozy, and I'll have a fan blowing on me.
Oh, totally! Because you can't warm up unless it's cold.
No, it's I'm super warm and cozy, and then my face is just red hot.
Yeah, exactly.
So cool that down.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Matthew, thanks for dodging the question. How do you sleep?
All right, just a minor annoyance. I don't want to go anywhere with this, but minor annoyance. I have longer hair, and I really need to get it cut, and the stuff on top cut shorter because I really like the feel of the fan on my face, but as soon as it gets to my hair, it starts tickling, and that just drives me nuts. And I have to do one village like a beanie hat in bed, and that's kind of annoying.
Do you actually have one of those?
A beanie hat?
Yeah,
a beanie. Yeah.
No, not. Wait.
Not a spinny cap. No.
The One Village shower cap.
Not a shower cap. No, he goes between the shower.
Wait, you go to bed with a hat on?
Yeah, I have to for my hair.
Man, you really gotta get that cut.
I know. I
would have cut that a long time ago. I wear a hat to bed.
I would cut it with
scissors.
That seems
defeating the purpose.
Well, there is a second purpose to it, and that is keeping my earbuds from falling out and getting lost. Because I have radio. I'm on the. I can't do that.
What?
You can't broadcast podcasts when your sisters are trying to sleep.
Yeah, we have no doors.
Do it quiet.
We don't have doors in our house.
In our parents' house.
There
are no doors.
How loud is your music?
How close is our sister's room is the question.
It's right there.
I know it's right there.
They're gonna hear the noises.
Then put it put it in your bed, tucked over against the wall.
Then I'm pretty much already wearing earbuds.
Okay, but then you don't have to worry about losing your earbuds and wearing a hat.
That's true, but
I'm helping you.
I do not like the speaker just sitting out there. I want to have it so it's just me.
What if mom and dad here?
Yeah.
You shouldn't be listening to it then. You're worried about mom and dad.
What if the parents find out and you get in troubles, huh?
Well, it's quiet enough in our house that the sound travels, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't understand.
I'm just gonna.
I understand now.
Thank you, Lethal Shooter. I'm just gonna make up lies to you believe me about this. Okay. What's your weekly update, broski?
Yeah, what's your
No,
update?
I'm answering the question.
Look, if it's not safe for work, homie.
It's safe for work most of the time.
Most of the time.
Most of the time.
So base is usually, I would say,
at least a washcloth across the middle.
I would say, so
loincloth.
I'm usually pajamas, underwear. Always underwear.
Obviously. No
Thank you.
a la mode.
Thank you.
I've done a la mode probably a handful of times in my life.
I've always done it on accident. I've always woken up and like, what?
Where did it go? That is what accident.
Like if I'm squirming around during the night, just...
Gross.
Accidentally go out of
Stop wearing 3XL clothes, man.
That's
So yeah, I would say about a handful of times I've gone all mode in my life. All in the past probably 5 years. Actually, I can't speak for my baby life, but
obviously you've gone all mode once or twice.
Okay, but I would say about half the time I'm a no shirt guy. And
I can't do it. I
The
feel
fibers on my muscles,
I
you
just
know?
know
it feels so cozy.
I
just,
feel like such
so
a grease.
warm.
I feel like such a grease bag every time I do it because I start sweating just immediately when I take a shirt off. I put it on like.
Are you just afraid for someone to come in and see you with no shirt on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. 100%. Yes. Also, because during the night, if I need to do something, I can totally go outside what I'm wearing. Like it's versatile.
Yeah.
And I totally go walk.
I'll go
around.
outside with no shirt on. I'm out in the country.
Also, you have you have like a pretty much a boy family. I mean, you have one girl in your family, but her memory is gonna like completely wipe in like a year. She won't remember any of that.
Well, he has his mom, too.
That's true.
Yeah, but she's seen me naked, so.
Well, that's not great.
What?
Who pushed him out?
Your mom's never told you that there's nothing I haven't seen.
Yeah, but that's a terrible. She's like, oh well, pants are optional today. My mom's.
What? Well, like when your mom walks in on you in the bathroom, like for everybody else, for dad, it's like, oh, we got to hear. For grandpa, it's like, nope, you just gotta brush my teeth and I'll be out. And mom's like, it's nothing I haven't seen before.
Yeah, those
like,
videos on YouTube, you've never seen
the
that.
POVs,
It's like son in the bathroom. Mom, don't look.
Yeah.
And then it's like dad. Yeah, that's what it is. Dad's walking into the son's bathroom, just grabbing one thing, and then it's like mom's like full on like doing laundry and stuff.
Yeah, while you're taking it down, and grandpa's just like, you just gotta brush my teeth and I'll be right out.
I'm so uncomfortable right now. I'm
But
sorry,
yeah,
podcast.
I would say about half the time no shirt, usually half the time fully clothed. Yeah, you guys gotta retry the no shirt thing.
I've done it before. Okay, here's the thing.
It's a mental hurdle.
I feel like
Your
a
warm
Slimo.
blanket. Are you still using your warm your heated
Oh,
blanket?
dude, I use that thing all the time. Let me tell you what. 5 minutes before you go to bed, turn that thing on high, come into a warm bed. That thing is
Yeah, but you
glorious.
could just feel it right directly on your skin. It doesn't have to pass through your shirt.
I feel like a Slimo.
Me
I
too.
feel like
I don't know.
it
You have
is.
all dudes in your apartment.
But I don't know. It just feels
You
inappropriate.
can't stop the feeling. It does feel.
I don't know. Maybe
I've never really had a weird feeling about having my insides showing.
Your insides showing like you're operated on.
No,
I never-
mean, like my underneath shirt.
Skin, your
We should
skin,
move on from this
your
topic.
body. All right.
moving on.
Okay, I do have a weekly update though. So on Friday I went to play basketball with a couple friends, and so they were going camping at a campground near this area, and I'm like, hey, do you mind if I come over for the night? I'm not gonna spend the night, but do you mind if I come over? And they're like, yeah, sure. So that was a fun time. We were there from there from 5 to 9. But I was hanging out all afternoon as well, so that was a lot of fun. I got to use my truck bed for the first time. We threw a bunch of, as Christopher would say, crizzle in the back, and we put some wood and some lawn chairs and some other things and some games and stuff, and we put a lot of stuff back there, and it was really nice. One thing I do wish it was sprinkling. It wasn't raining, but it was sprinkling, and I did wish I had gotten a bed cover for my bed.
That's what I wish all the time. I need one.
Like a flat one.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to roll up or if the tri-folds are cheaper. The ones that fold 3 times.
Oh, see, I want a hard side full cover case.
Like I want the cover.
I want the up top full boxed in, full closed in.
Oh, you want a cover?
Yeah, I want the cover.
Okay.
Like you can stand up in there.
Yeah.
And
Okay. I don't know if I want one of those.
I want one because
the problem with those is it's so hard to find one that matches your truck, and then if you don't, it looks dorky.
But the reason why I want one is because the wind goes up your windshield over the back and then it swirls around in the bed and creates drag.
Yeah.
So if you have that, then it just breezes right over the top of the truck.
I think
and
they improve at least 2 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, and then it'll swirl behind the bed cover and kind of give you a little extra push forward.
Yeah. But doing a bed cover will give you the same thing.
Maybe.
Well, there's no drag. It goes like this. Goes right over the bed, right over the truck, goes to the top. I'm explaining.
Great signaling on the
Goes
podcast.
over the top of the truck and then down right over the bed cover.
I think it would go. Okay, I'm sorry. I think it would go up the windshield, over the top, and then swirl behind the window.
What's it doing back there?
It's just swirling.
There's no drag though. It can swirl. There's no drag.
You're driving away from it. I don't know. I can't take a side because I don't have a truck. Well, I did drive a truck for a while, and all I can say is I wanted to roll. And I...
You wanted to roll?
Roll the truck?
No, the roll cover.
Oh,
It just rolls over top. It's easy. It's like easy to pull up and down, and like it just would have been.
I want to
easy
race you. One of you. We should do a race.
A race what?
In the vehicles. Our vehicles.
Yeah, let's
I
go
feel
to
like I'd win.
whatever speedway. I get the inside curve.
Go onto a track.
Yes. All right.
Slinger Speedway.
All right.
Oh.
Time for us
They
to
sell you the whole seat, but all you need is the edge.
All right. You guys ready to move on to the sports ball update?
Nope.
Sure.
All right, let's do it. So, what do you got for us today for the sports ball update, Matthew?
Nothing. Okay, so the NFL draft is officially done. It ended last night, I believe. 7 stupid rounds. The only people watched 1 round. The Packers got a wide receiver. What's his name? It's Matthew Gold.
Another
Matthew
Matthew.
Gold.
That's the first Matthew they've had in a while.
Yeah, Matthew Gold. He almost broke the record for fastest 40-yard dash in NFL Combine history. Anyways, the Packers almost broke the record, I think, for having the most people. I mean, not Packers, but Green Bay. The draft was in Green Bay, and they almost broke the record for most people there. They had 236,000 people at the draft.
Wow.
That is 3 times the size of Green Bay. No. Yeah, 3 times. Green Bay is 80,000.
That's good because it didn't even take place in Green Bay. It took place in Ashwaubenon.
Yeah, but it was basically
What?
Green Bay.
Yeah, the Green Bay Packers stadium isn't even in Green Bay. It's in
De Pere.
It's in a town right. Mom said it's in Ashwaubenon.
It's in Green Bay.
It's in De Pere. It's really close to where I work. That was like 3/4 of the guys in my shop took off because it was gonna be so busy in De Pere.
Oh.
School is out for 2 weeks.
That's crazy, bro. No, you're either homeschooled.
Thanks.
Well, yeah, School is out for 2 weeks in Green Bay, and now I'll get to the NBA, my favorite. The Bucks finally won one of the games of the series. They're down 2-1 in the series. They absolutely destroyed the Pacers in.
Really?
Yeah,
So they're coming back.
So they were down 2-0. They were down 12 points at one point, and then they had an amazing fourth quarter. They scored, what was it? They had a third quarter, and they outscored the Pacers 39-18, I think.
Wow.
And then they just got red hot and kept pushing it into the fourth quarter, and they ended up winning by, I think, 13. And as of this recording, they play tonight at 8:30, so I'm really excited to watch that game. Gary Trent Jr., point guard for the Bucks, he tied Ray Allen's 3-point record in the playoffs. He had 9 3-pointers in one game. That was crazy. That's pretty much all I have for the sports ball update.
All right, I feel sportsed up.
You should watch a Bucks. We should get together and watch.
Oh my!
What happened?
Okay, so they were expecting 150%
Yeah.
of the population of Green Bay to show up for this draft because, like, Green Bay is kind of small. There's not a ton to do.
Yeah.
All that. Population of Green Bay, 105.7 thousand. The amount of fans that showed up, 600,000 fans.
Wow.
That's 5 times, 6 times the amount of the population. And this is the second largest gathering of people for a draft ever. The only larger one
was Detroit.
Was Detroit last year,
Yeah.
700,000.
Yeah, which Detroit has already like 300,000 people in their state or in their city.
District.
It's like people were saying that Green Bay is like a third of the size of Detroit, and they like almost beat them.
So proportionally, it was bigger.
Proportionally, it's way bigger than Detroit.
It is bonkers.
And Green Bay, I think, is one of the smallest teams, like
We are.
population-wise.
Yeah.
Like we have one of the smallest towns. I mean, like 100,000's not a lot.
That's true, yeah.
Like you got Los Angeles, you got
those are millions on millions.
Yeah, millions, and then you got like people in Texas, all the Texas teams, like Dallas and Houston.
No, Wisconsin has one team that's from this small town.
Yeah.
So it's pretty
It's
crazy.
actually like the second biggest in Wisconsin.
Well, we're Milwaukee, then Madison, then.
Oh, yeah, Milwaukee, Madison, Green Bay, and none of those are really big. Milwaukee's not big.
No, it's not.
A
It's
million.
really not.
It's getting smaller every day.
I know, right?
I'm sorry, that was really bad.
That was dark.
Oh,
You look so. All right. Next, we're gonna move on to our news segment. So for news today, I'm actually gonna go over a bunch of things that are going on because.
One thing. It's update. The ball is still hanging from the ceiling.
Oh, good. Thank you. I thought you were going to go sports ball.
Nope.
That sports ball is still attached to the ceiling.
Yeah, that was
Alright.
the news.
Also, everybody, jump on the socials, find me, wish me a happy birthday, and send me money. Today's my birthday.
Yes.
After this release.
Yes, so for the news today, just the regular stuff. You can find us on Twitter at NotYourEchoPod. Our YouTube is NotYourEchoChamberPodcast. And definitely comment, review, and vote in the Spotify polls. Do you guys remember what happened? I'm pretty sure.
You won.
Last time I saw it was 3 votes for me and 2 for each of you.
Yeah, that's what it is.
And one of the votes for Matthew was an accident.
Well,
It was me. I misclicked the wrong name. And that's not Cap. I actually did that on accident. I accidentally misclicked.
No,
I'm like,
you
oh
did.
shoot, can I do that? I'm like,
he really thought I had the better draft.
I was honestly like, I got up in like a daze in like the middle of the night and went downstairs and like, orange and white and
I just lost my train of thought. I had a good question.
I just voted for you, and I completely abandoned everything I said about the pink cults, the teal cults. But anyway, I was right about those. Yay!
Oh yeah, and we're trying to get an Instagram up too as well.
Yes, Instagram account is pending. We
have a new segment coming soon that we will be using that a lot on.
Yes, yeah,
So-
we're gonna be posting stuff on Instagram soon, and also new segments coming soon. For new items this week, we have the upcoming NGYC retreat. There's still time to sign up. It's the 2nd through the 4th of May. Running out of time. It's going to happen in 4 days as of the release of this podcast.
They never deny new people coming. They'll probably let you come.
Yeah, I'm super hyped up for it. I'm going to come, and my friend Lucas, I believe, is going to come, but neither of these guys are going to. Are you going to go, Jeremiah?
I'm one of the leaders.
Oh, you are one of the leaders. Okay, so yeah. So it'll be me and Jeremiah will be there. Matthew, unfortunately, will not because he has to go to the prom with his pretty girlfriend, and then he has to go to work and go to the Ark, and go all over the nation spreading the gospel of Jesus Christ.
Good reasons.
Yes.
I have a busy weekend.
You're not taking your ugly girlfriend?
No. Only pretty ones.
All right.
I'm pretty one.
Wow. God.
Next update is that the polls are actually open on all the previous drafts. So if you didn't have a chance to vote on any of those, go back to the previous episodes because the polls are going to be open until like August 9th, I believe I set them for. So you can get a second chance to vote if you didn't vote on them the first time. Definitely go check that out. So you can continue to do on that. I may stretch it back even further if we get new listenership after the season at NGYC this year. So yeah, another thing about last week's episode. Last week was a weird episode that I published. I published the unedited version, so there were no drops in it at all, and I didn't cut out anything and put it at the end. And I did that because it was Easter and I was spending time with my family, and I didn't really have time to do like a decent edit right away. So I went back and edited it on Monday, so we got the actual one that's up there now. Matthew's going to be right back. One more last thing I have to say about the news is that we're planning on... I'm trying to get new drops for the show, so new interludes musically. I have a few that I have, but for the segments, I'm kind of confused about some of the things that are going to happen for some of the segments. So if you have any ideas for like new drops at all, or any feedback about getting new drops, or even like getting theme music, because right now we don't have any theme music or anything. We have like the generic stuff I got from Clipchamp. Just contact me at NotYourEchoChamberPodcast at gmail.com. Definitely get all that information to me there. Any feedback you have about that, because I really want to get new drops and stuff, and I have an idea for like weekly update, but I'm not sure what like clip from like a popular song maybe we could fit in there. We're small enough so we can do that, so if you have any like ideas, like a line from a song that you think would be good as like a drop for an episode, definitely send that in.
I think we're gonna have to limit it to like just one switch foot.
Just one switch foot?
Just one switch foot drop.
Okay, then,
David.
All right. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
just
I'm already thinking about some of them. Yeah.
just pick the best one.
Yeah.
And
Okay, Matthew just got back, and
he's breathing heavy and he's got a bag.
I'm gonna turn the lights on.
all right. Oh yes, that's right. Because we've been recording in the dark for 29 minutes.
Where's your present?
Oh, Matthew just gave Jeremiah his birthday present because this is
Wait, we
his
should
birthday
video
party
this.
today.
We can record.
Oh, okay.
That's a good idea.
Okay, I'll give it back.
You
Okay.
record.
Yeah, sure. I got the
Or
camera.
just
on
record
there.
on your phone. Oh no,
I can't video.
Yeah, just record on his
Alright.
phone.
All right.
Stop the recording.
I like how Jeremiah's usually wearing the same vest to all these recordings.
I do.
Alright.
Watertronics guys, support my dad.
Alright.
Report. I mean, not report his dad. Support his dad.
Support his dad, not report his dad.
You wrote this in a foreign language. No, I'm just kidding. For your birthday, I got you this insecure bear. I hope that's okay. You're tough to shop for. What is that? I hope that's okay.
He's insecure.
Insecure bear. Poor guy. We got the gumbo worms. Goodbye, Mother. We love you. The gummy worms. Dude, these are the best. Undeniably the best candy. When is the best candy draft coming?
Oh, that's true. We should
I'll
do that
take
next.
the 101 Trolley Gummer. Wow. And then we also have the sour electric crawlers.
Yes, the night crawlers.
Those are two flavors zapped together. That's straight fire. Alright, thanks, fellas.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
I also have a present for you. Should I go run and get it?
Yeah, I'll keep recording.
Okay, thanks. I'm gonna go run and
I'll
get it.
pause the recording.
Alright. We'll keep the show going here, and we'll just want to talk to everybody about just how important birthdays are.
Yes, you only get to do them once a year.
Yeah, I don't know, like, as an adult, I'm kind of sad now that, like, my birthday is, like, it's not
You don't really
big-
have anything like looking forward to animoore.
I know, it's
Like until you're 25 and then your brain is fully developed.
Thanks, bro. But, like, it's like, genuinely, like, tomorrow's my birthday, like, and when this episode records, or, like, drops, it's gonna be my birthday. I'm gonna get up at 8 in the morning, I have to go to school, and then I finished the next class, so I have a morning class, I finished my afternoon class, but I'm probably gonna stay just to work on another class, and then I have to go to work, and then I have to come home. So my whole birthday is just like...
That's why you celebrate on weekends as an adult.
Yeah.
And actually anyone with a job in school, honestly. Like I do the same, I just celebrate on weekends. My birthday was on a Wednesday.
Yeah. And especially as a, like, when you're old and whatever, and it's like,
Okay.
you just...
Turn the camera back on.
Okay.
You want to hang out with people, but it's like, I just can't come down. Wow.
Alright, I got him a couple things. So we are notorious for like doing presents on podcasts, so open up that first one.
The last present that I gave on the podcast was a High School Musical book to Matthew.
To Matthew.
Not on the podcast.
It
Yeah,
was
that
on
was
the
live on the
podcast.
podcast.
Was it?
Go back
Yeah.
and listen to it.
Yeah.
Not on this podcast though.
Oh, on the other podcast.
I'm afraid
yeah.
karma is about to come back
Yeah.
to bite me.
Alright, so unwrapping it piece by piece. Unboxing.
Don't you just hate the people that do this like this? It's like it's a present.
I know, right?
It's a present. Open it, man. Alright,
It looks like more
you
candy.
double knotted it.
That's my favorite thing. Ripping it open
Go
like a
for it.
man.
Go full Hulk Hogan on these.
So we got
Skittles.
the mini,
And
the packs
Starburst.
of each of them.
Starburst.
Yep.
Perfect.
I know it's two
Thank
Skittles
you.
and then Starburst.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh, no,
Starburst.
it's,
It is two Starburst.
But the same flavors. I get it now.
Fave reds. So
I
it's got the
understand
pink and red ones, and then it's got the more of those. And then I got him a collapsible wine glass.
Wine glass to go.
Yeah.
Look at this, guys. If this isn't class, I don't know
Screw
what
it
is.
up, yeah. Like, it's hard to peel. If you have longer fingernails than I do, so you just screw the bottom, pull it out
Oh,
with the
look at
inside.
that.
Portable wine glass.
Portable wine glass.
And
Check
you can
that
have
out.
wine on the go whenever you. I took 19, not 21.
Yeah, I know, right?
You have a lot of wine glasses at
Yeah,
home.
I do, decoratively.
And that's
I like
something
that.
I never expect you to ever actually use, but want. So.
Waterproof tape.
Yeah.
Look, I can just stop welding stuff and just waterproof
Waterproof
tape.
tape.
Ooh, I forgot to take the label off. You can see it's $4 clearance at Walmart.
Dude, the clearance aisle is so elite
It's awesome.
at
I
Walmart.
know, right?
So elite.
Anywhere. At Farm and Fleet.
Is it good?
Yeah.
I walk past it all the time, but all I see is like just crap.
Not Fleet Farm, Farm and Fleet.
Alright, So time to move on to the big one.
There's a big deal. The
Big
big
papa.
cheese, the head.
Do we get a feel? Do we get a guess?
Okay, let's get a squeeze. Feels like cloth.
It's
but
probably a
hard
shirt,
underneath.
a shirt.
Feels like, I'm gonna guess we've got a picture frame in here, and
Probably a shirt.
yeah, probably a shirt. We'll give it a shake.
I would
Something
suggest
rattles.
you scooch backwards a little bit and then open it up. I
It's
don't
gonna
want to
jump
get.
out.
I don't want to get hurt. I'm just kidding.
This is the spray zone.
Oh, take a look at that. What is that? Does it look interesting? What in the world? It's a collapsible futon.
How did you guess it so quickly?
No, is it actually
Yeah.
a collapsible futon?
No, it's not a futon. I don't
Wait,
know.
what is this?
Hold on.
Where's the zipper? This is great audio, guys.
I know, it's great audio.
But we have a video of it. Go look at our YouTube channel.
Yeah, check out the YouTube video. Last
video
time I
right
named
now.
something clickbaity of our last video, and it got a lot of likes and looks.
What is this?
All right, here, let me show you. Let me show you.
Share.
Let me show you. For the audio podcast, you fold it out like this, flip it upside down. You got this square-looking thing that's like made out of fabric. Put this on
Okay.
top, and just set that big old lid on top. Rest your feet right on top of there.
That's so satisfying.
I know, right?
The lid of the
Look at
box, it just okay.
Pops
you've
right
got-
off. You got storage space, and you got another thing to rest your feet on. Perfect height for me, by the way.
That is
So-
that's elite right there.
For instance, Christopher is like what 5'9", 5'8".
5'9", 5'9". You offend me. Okay.
Okay,
perfect.
these
I'm
are all
5'11".
these are all Jeremiah's presents.
These are all my presents.
We're going back to the audio podcast. Bye,
Yep.
everybody.
See you later, everybody. All
But
right.
don't worry, guys. If you still want to give me stuff or send it in, feel free.
There's still time. We will give you the address if you contact us at NotYourEchoChamberPodcast.com and not.com. NotYourEchoChamberPodcast@gmail.com, and you take a picture of the present that you will send him, and then take a picture of you with it to make sure that it's not fake. We'll give you the address. You can send it to Jeremiah for
Yeah.
happy 19th birthday.
Yeah.
I like how my crusty shoes made it into the video a couple times.
You took off your shoes. I was wondering why it smelled so right, but I put on. I tried to go minimalistic this week, so I didn't bring deodorant. So I didn't put on deodorant.
I was not minimalistic.
I usually bring all my stuff to make sure I have every scenario planned out.
Oh.
So I went.
I'm trying to work on
I didn't instead of bringing my wallet, I brought one Quick Trip gift card just in case I needed. That's it. That's all I brought instead of my wallet. Got the minimal amount of things I needed to go to church.
I need to stock my truck. I need to get more stuff in it. Like,
Yeah, you've got a bunch of empty Prime bottles that are showing your clear love for KSI and Logan Paul.
I need to get like a basketball in there. I have a volleyball in there. I need to get pickleball paddles.
You don't really have a volleyball. It's more of like a mango.
It's
that piece of-
chopped.
Yeah.
It hurts
You guys know what
too.
chopped means?
Chopped? I don't know. Is it
It's probably a
shredded?
show.
No. It's like referring to something that's absolutely destroyed. Like a lot of people say like, oh, my hair is chopped.
Why is this dude flexing over here? He's like, ugh.
Look at my muscles.
Wow,
I did-
audio podcast muscles.
I did
Slay
find.
queen.
If we want to go back to weekly updates, I did find out this week that because I have such a low body fat content, I'm just like
Turn the lights off.
I'm just naturally like more
Predisposed.
defined in my muscles.
Mm.
I'm more ripped than most people.
Meanwhile, I'm enveloped by layers. So,
You're not.
all right.
Cookies
And that's why he's afraid to wear no shirt to bed. No, I'm just kidding.
exposed in 4K. Hopefully not, actually. So we're gonna move on to media review now. So for media review today, I had one thing I wanted to talk about. Before actually even the recording of the last episode, we went to see something in theaters, a movie that's come out recently that's been hyped up by Ryan Trahan and Zach King both. Those are the only celebrity endorsements that I actually saw of it. Movie came out from Angel Studios called King of Kings. I didn't watch any of the trailers or anything before it came out, but it was super hyped up.
I could never remember the name of the movie. I still can't.
So
like, did you guys? Did you guys ever watch the movie? I can't remember what the movie's called. Like I'm trying to ask people about it, and like I don't know.
You just start listing off movie names, and I'll tell you if it's right or not.
yeah, so King of Kings was a movie basically about Charles Dickens telling his son about the story of Jesus, how he came and he was born and he lived and he did some cool miracles and he died on the cross for our sins and all that good stuff. It was, so breaking it down from start to finish, I would say story-wise it was good because it wasn't their own story. Clearly.
It was a little conventional.
It was a little conventional, like I would say.
I thought the story was the same as all the other stories.
Yeah, it's about the life of Jesus. Honestly, both story-wise, actually, let's just start with an overall. What do you guys think of, like, overall of the movie? Or
Rating or just like
overall
telling someone about it?
Like, telling someone else about it, like a quick rating you'd give.
I would say the couple words I tell people about it, as I say, it's jumpy, something that hasn't been done before.
There was nothing in it that hasn't been done before.
Nothing in it that hasn't been done before, and it was kind of slow.
Well, I actually thought it was way too fast. Like, they went.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean. Like, they were jumping.
They kind of jumped from miracle to miracle, yeah. And they kind of skipped over some certain parts of the story that I thought were even like crucial to the parables themselves.
I feel like some of the stuff they did out of order as well.
I'm not so sure about that. I think they
didn't he enter the temple way earlier than that?
Flip
the table like way earlier than that.
There are two accounts of Jesus cleaning the temple, I believe.
Oh, okay.
There's one during Holy Week and one that was earlier.
Okay.
I believe.
Well, then maybe they did a good job.
So, the main thing that struck me is, like, the number one word I would use for it is cliched.
Yeah.
With The Chosen, I've come to expect so much more from Angel Studios, you know?
Yeah.
But, like, when they still have number one, high and holy Jesus, you know?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that Jesus wasn't like that, but, like, the Bible says that Jesus was, like, he was a regular person. He wasn't strikingly handsome. He looked like a regular guy, just like us. And, like, he wasn't high and holy. Like, he was down and with the people. Like, he was cracking jokes and
they did give a depiction of the typical Jesus. What do you see behind the glass of Jesus? You're at the zoo and YouTube's 20 years old. Me at the zoo, talking about how cool the Jesus is behind the glass. Oh man, I can use all these grand words to describe him. And how? No, really, tell me, do you know him well? Not really. That's kind of the Jesus that they portray in movies these days. Is like all these grand words. Oh, he's supreme and he's wonderful, gracious, kind, loving. All these things. And like, now tell me about your relationship with him. Cricket chirp, cricket chirp.
Right.
Because they just display this Jesus that's like so above.
It's not personal.
Yeah, it's not personal.
And something I did appreciate, they actually did have like time accurate Roman soldiers.
Yeah.
Like the guards were in like actually an accurate garb, and when Jesus carried his cross, he carried just the cross beam.
Yeah.
Which is like, I appreciate that attention to detail. We don't know that for sure, but it's likely because of the lack of wood, and especially like you think of how heavy that cross is, man. Like Jesus was probably only carrying the cross beam that he was nailed to.
I thought it was cool also that they had accurate of him hanging on the cross. They had the thing where, because in ancient times, it's really when I was at camp a couple years ago, the speaker was explaining the whole crucifixion and stuff, and he was saying that when they do it, they nail their feet to a board so they can push themselves up. So like, because when you're hanging there, all your breath, you can't breathe because you're just hanging there. So that they make it where you can push up, so you can basically a more brutal way, like your pain can last longer. It doesn't just kill you immediately.
Yeah.
Where you like, okay, I need to push up so I can stay alive.
Yeah.
And then, oh no, I can't push myself up anymore. And while they're pushing it up, they're pushing up on nails that they're nails in his feet, and he's pushing up on the nails, which just, I mean, a nail going in your foot, on the bottom of your foot, like an inch in hurts. Imagine having like a huge inch around nail going right through your feet.
Yeah.
So like, I saw that attention to detail. They had the actual thing where he was standing on that, like together, and then he was hanging there. So I like that.
About the actual crucifixion, there were like kind of annoying throughout the entire movie. There was a bunch of families and stuff, and you're gonna get those moms or whatever that are like bringing their kids. Like there's kids yelling and screaming throughout the whole thing. But yeah, I'm sounding like the adults at the Minecraft movie. Don't talk while I'm watching this great piece of cinema, the Minecraft movie. Don't celebrate or say yes when Jack watches that stuff. But these moms, they're like, when the crucifixion was happening, besides giving commentary whenever Jesus said something, they would just be like, oh, that's a bit much, don't you think? I'm like, what do you think happened? It kind of pissed me off. Like,
It wasn't. This was no Passion of the Christ stuff either. This is very childish.
Yeah, there was no blood whatsoever.
Yeah. It was
but
all
like,
animated.
But like even as they're pounding it in and he's like wincing in pain, they're like, that's a bit much. Because they probably also imagined the Jesus that's high and mighty.
Do you guys hear as a kid that was like, they're like, what he rose in there, they're like, yay! And then they're like, yeah, good job saying yay!
Yeah, and then the next,
over and over and over again.
Next 5 minutes, like the little baby in the audience, yay!
Every time, yay! Woo!
I know.
It's like, stop cheering. Okay, your baby can talk.
Yeah.
We get it.
But I just like, eventually they're gonna make a movie that like actually accurately shows the birth of Jesus. The wise men were not there on the first night.
Exactly. It's
The
never gonna
soldiers-
happen. It's never gonna happen.
The soldiers did not chase.
We gotta do it, guys.
The soldiers did not chase Mary and Joseph into Egypt.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Like
They were pursuing, but they were like slipping away. It wasn't like, and it was not the same night.
Yeah.
How about some actually like scripturally accurate angels, like
just a glow.
Instead
Right.
of like a little beam of light that's shining out everywhere, let's get some wings
how
flying around.
about heaven's fiercest warriors? Like seriously,
Belting out a tune, like they went, like their college major was like battle and like their minor was like singing or something. That's what angels are all like.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah, but no, there are so many small aspects that are just stereotypes that are not accurate. You know,
Yeah.
that just everyone falls into them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I feel like eventually someone is going to make a movie that denies the stereotypes, that is biblically accurate, and like shows a real Jesus. And like, I don't know if it's gonna take, what it's gonna take, or maybe it will never happen. But if it ever happens and I find it, like that place is going to have my loyalty.
Yeah, so King of Kings animation quality, it was done by Lionsgate and honestly not their best work. I feel like if they had taken like another year with the movie altogether, they could
Yeah, I
have
wonder
like,
what the prep was. I don't know how long it was prepped.
15 minutes.
I feel like if they had taken one more year, they could have like finished everything up, made it like cleaned up the edges of it, cleaned up the plot holes and all that stuff, and like made a smoother, like more a better movie. But I feel like they were up against an Easter deadline probably, and like Angel, I know they're always up against deadlines and stuff because they're constantly being bullied by Disney, and not other companies, just Disney mostly is the only one that's usually bullying them. So they are up against like competition for movies that can crank out
10 years?
King of Kings was
Took 10 years to develop.
there's no way
The 2025 animated film The King of Kings took 10 years to develop. The film's production, including the additional investment, brought the total budget to around 36 million won. The film is scheduled for release in Korea this July. Okay.
Wait,
10 years?
10 years and that was what we got?
Oh my goodness.
I mean, I love
Since 2015, yeah.
This movie's trash.
I mean, I love Angel Studios. I love what they're doing, like actually finding crowd popular movies.
And crowdsourcing their, yeah.
Did you ever watch
Funny.
the Weekfeather Saga?
I've watched part of it, and
Me
that
too.
was good.
That was pretty good. I watched like the first 4 episodes.
I think same.
It was a bit slow.
That's kind of the way the books are. You have to appreciate it. But
I like the
love that
storyline and stuff. But that's for another video review.
Yeah. The other thing is like we don't need to stay on it for too long, but let's also like just reflect Charles Dickens' horrible parenting.
I know, he was an
I know.
awful parent. Like his kids running around doing stuff. I'm like, you're the dad. What are you doing? He's like, what is this creature running around? I'm like,
No, he's like, you guys need to be quiet. Daddy's trying to work here.
and then the kid's like, you don't love me anymore. And the
He's
dad's
like,
like, I'm a bad father.
I'm morally conflicted because my child cried.
Yeah,
He who
exactly.
spares the rod does not love his son. I'm not telling you to
Exactly.
beat your children, but like seriously, like sometimes
He's
you need
kinda
to.
he kind of let his kid run all over him, and the whole movie kind of as Charles Dickens is telling the story, it's cutting back just because they have to keep the kids in, like, and they have to keep the children engaged by
I
having
think it would have been better.
goofy
if it-
semantics halfway through. That they had to. It was just like the kid kind of stomped all over his dad and
I think-
insulted him the whole time. It was kind of annoying.
I think it would have been better if they just did the story of Jesus and not did the whole kid and family stuff.
Yeah.
Because that's just it was just Charles Dickens and his kid and his mom in the room the whole movie. The other 3 or 4 kids didn't have any part of the movie.
I know. I don't know. It was okay
I
because
know
it
it was
was.
probably his real family. That's probably
Yeah.
why they had to put him in there. But
it was okay because it was the story of Jesus, but I just feel like Angel Studios could have done better.
They could have done better. If given them a year, they could have done better.
10 years. Yeah, 10 years.
That's true. Honestly, we just
We
figured that
don't need
out.
to give them another year.
Yeah, it's true. Honestly, if they can't do it in 10 years, longer than they've even been in existence. So, yeah. And also, coming out of that, I came up with a new phrase that I say on the way out, because as like Jesus was saying quotes, like some of the crunchy moms in the back were like saying them with him. And so on the way out of the movie, I was like, Jesus jockey. Something like that.
Cool story, bro.
Thanks. All right. So that's all for that. You guys ready to get to our draft now? I'm ready to kill you with breakfast foods. All right, let's do it.
I don't know which way I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna turn you into sausage. All right, let's do this.
Whoa, giving away pit.
Forgot
Not a
about it.
good pick.
All right, so for the draft today, Matthew's gonna start, then it's gonna go to me, and then Jeremiah. So there's a lot of things we can do.
Breakfast foods
Battle Royale.
Yeah, so we're gonna fight each other with these breakfast foods.
My food has so much cholesterol, you'll be dead by tomorrow morning.
I'm gonna take Taco Bell breakfast burrito.
It's not a battle royale; it's just a regular draft. We're trying to draft our ultimate breakfast. So whether that includes drinks or not, it's our
It's gonna be
choice.
dry.
Yeah, it's just gonna be dry. Yeah.
No, wait a second. Hold on.
So we've got our lists, or we don't have our lists. These two
There's
guys.
so
I
many good
wrote out a
options,
whole
so
list
many.
and it's gone. Where's my list?
It's in your text messages.
Hold on.
All right.
There's so many good picks, dude.
I
There's
know,
a
but
101.
There's
a
a
clear
101. I think at Jeremiah.
Breakfast burrito. I'm taking the breakfast burrito.
That is delightful and delicious.
It is
and was
super
not
good.
on my list,
Not on my list.
but it is not the
No,
101.
that is
Christopher,
so good.
Christopher, what's the 101?
Cinnamon rolls.
No, it's not.
Okay, that's
That
so
is-
good, but
no,
that
it's
is
not. That
the
is so
101.
bad.
Are you
Cinnamon
guys-
rolls are bad.
Cinnamon rolls are.
It's just sugar.
Yeah,
Straight
baby.
sugar.
baby.
Yeah,
There's
baby.
no nutritious value at all, dude.
Excuse
I'm not
me.
gonna be
Says
that.
the breakfast burrito.
There's protein and eggs and stuff.
Protein. That thing is just a
Wait,
straight up trip to the bathroom. That's what a breakfast burrito is. my God.
Wait. Christopher, did we misunderstand the draft? Is this most nutritionally valuable breakfast foods?
I pick an apple.
I'll take a yogurt. I'll take a salad
Exactly. I'll
with
take a
no
breakfast-
dressing
Okay,
and no
guys.
meat.
breakfast salad.
Guys,
All right,
the
so cinnamon
101
rolls. They're delicious. They're sugary. They're always a delight in the morning. And if you've ever had a really good one, mass produced on like a food line,
13 grams in a McDonald's breakfast burrito.
13 grams of
Protein.
big whoop.
That's a lot of protein. In a McDonald's burrito, dude.
How much cancer is in that burrito?
Way more. Yeah, as of health benefits.
Way less than your cinnamon rolls.
Who cares about
No.
health? It's about deliciousness still.
Great.
Okay. Is this the most protein-rich breakfast foods?
Yes.
I lose.
How to go a beast in 30 seconds, Christopher's draft.
Grandma made these cinnamon rolls. They are beautiful. They are definitely more
delicious.
nutritious than your.
I could definitely save my greasy ones for like the turn of
Alright, what's the number one? What's the
The
101?
101 is bacon, fellas.
No, it's not.
It's
It is.
bacon.
It's so overrated.
It's the world's.
It's
the
good.
greatest-
This is a man who's only
Okay,
eaten
here-
like from the store.
Hear me out. Bacon is a 10 out of 10 food, but it is so overrated. It is delicious, don't get me wrong, but it is so overrated. It is
Bacon-
not the god of breakfast food, okay? Okay?
No, Matthew. It is the god of all food.
It's not.
Breakfast. I
It's
mean,
so
it is
good.
salty. It is just pretty much just like thin sliced ham
Crispy
with
melts
more
in your
fat.
mouth. Yeah.
It's probably one of my favorite breakfast foods, don't get me wrong.
It can be.
But it is overrated.
It can
Do you
be
think it's
sugary.
overrated?
No.
Do you think it's overrated?
I think like bacon.
It's like a
socks and-
little bit overrated.
People worship it!
Yeah, they do worship it. It's true, they do worship it. But
So
the
it's
thing is,
overrated. I'm not saying it's bad.
I'm
I'm
saying
saying
the-
it's absolutely delicious. 100 out of 100.
I'm saying the argument of overrated is useless because people go back and forth on it every 2 years. So it's
Well, every 2
overrated, then it's
years.
underrated, then it's overrated because people attack bacon every 2 years. And
Yeah,
then the
and
next
I'm
2
attacking
years,
it right
they're
now.
going back to loving it again and eating it so much. like the overrated argument has no bearing because people are so always like moving on bacon. It's
And
like it's
bacon-
too fatty this moment, too carcinogenic this moment, and then it's the perfect start to your day.
And
How much protein is in bacon, Matthew?
A lot, probably. But the Chick-fil-A breakfast burrito has 35 grams of protein.
Oh man, I'm totally gonna lose.
Wow, the protein draft. Oh man.
Jeremiah, what's your next protein-packed
Yeah.
breakfast
I'll
item?
take a protein bar, a Larry's cookie.
Oh, my mouth is just drying out as you're talking.
3 grams of protein. Bacon has 3 grams of protein.
Not if you eat 3 pounds of it.
That's true.
Look, people.
Jeremiah, wait, Jeremiah, is bacon delicious?
Yes, bacon is.
Then who
delicious.
cares about how much protein it has?
You asked!
Start this day out right.
I don't know why you're so latched onto protein and nutrition.
Because cinnamon rolls are
This is
not
the-
good. They're just sugary.
People-
They're just too much sugar.
I don't care if you need.
I feel okay. Here,
If you
here's
need,
my.
hold on. I'm talking to the people. Hold on. I'm talking to the people.
Hold on.
People, I don't care if you need to not vote for me. Please let Matthew know that he is so wrong about cinnamon rolls. Nurse Peggy, if you're out there,
Okay,
your
those are
cinnamon
balls.
rolls are
Yes,
the
what do you
best.
think I drafted?
Okay, but they're not the 102.
They're the- I-
Yeah,
I know
I
they're
agree.
not.
I agree with you, Matthew. They're
Okay,
not the one.
but here, if you eat 4 cinnamon rolls, do you feel like a good man?
No, I eat one and then I eat my next pick,
Okay.
which is gonna be way better. Yeah.
When I eat 4 breakfast burritos, I'm like, that was a good breakfast.
So we're eating them based on how if you just eat them by themselves. We're building out a breakfast plate, my guy.
Okay, yeah, but like,
You're like,
Alright.
mine's got protein. You can eat a bunch of them.
yeah. Sorry, I've been researching diets lately. I'm thinking of going on one soon.
I'm sorry for you.
Yeah,
Anyway,
I'm
I'm
sorry
going to
too.
take my second pick here, which I need to make sure that I dip my feet into the drinks game, and I wouldn't. Oh, I'm not gonna take your pick. I'm sure you want orange juice or something nasty
No.
like that. I'm going to dip my feet into something that I wouldn't want to dip my feet into normally because it would be too hot and too chocolatey. I will
Okay.
take hot chocolate. That is the most elite
That doesn't go
breakfast
with
drink.
bacon though.
Excuse me?
I've never
Excuse me.
Excuse
I'm not-
me?
Excuse
Hot
me.
chocolate and bacon?
I've never had hot chocolate breakfast in my life.
I'm sorry for
Really?
you. Okay, me and Christopher, our family does a lot of travel. We do a lot of staying at hotels. Hotels got that hot chocolate life and
Yeah.
the
Oh, I
French,
have done that. I have
the
done
hot,
that.
the hot chocolate breakfast
I have
life.
gotten hot chocolate for breakfast in like a hotel. Yeah.
It is also a very special treat when your mom lets you have it, or if it's wintertime. It's just an all around good time.
But we're not
So
drafting that. We're drafting breakfast, not favorite winter drinks.
You can eat breakfast in wintertime.
That's
Matthew.
true.
Oh, yeah.
And you can
Not
drink hot
every day.
chocolate. Matthew's like, I'm thinking about going on a diet. I'm not gonna eat all through winter. Christopher, what's your next protein rich, nutritious
protein
item?
rich.
I don't think there's any protein in hot chocolate, my friend.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna vet this. You guys go.
There's a lot of picks, but honestly, everything.
How much protein do they have though?
Everything. That's true. I'm looking at my list. I'm like, that's not protein rich. That's not protein rich. That's not.
I'm in your guys' head. You're like, Matthew's not gonna like that pick.
Yeah.
No
Well, I'm crossing off things right now. I'm just kidding.
You have all the ones that don't have protein in it.
I do have some stuff with protein, but honestly, not into the
I'm
protein.
gonna take a granola bar.
No, I'm just honestly going with. You guys are gonna pick the scraps, so I might as well go with the number one for it. I'm gonna take French toast.
That's a good pick.
It's better than
so-
pancakes and it's better than waffles.
Hey, I'm not
That's
on that
cap.
pick.
It's
9 grams of protein in 1 cup of
More
hot
than your
chocolate.
bacon.
Anyway, French toast. It's better
Well,
than
who
the
eats
other
one
two.
piece of
It's got
bacon?
eggs. It's got eggs baked into it, so it's way better than the other two. It's you can just house tons of them.
That's
I know this draft is based on how many you can house, but they're superior to the other bread-based items.
But it is on protein, guys. I'm gonna make sure I hack Christopher's account and make sure I get that into the draft, into the name.
The protein.
the protein.
Protein
Best
packed
protein
draft.
breakfast.
Matthew, how much? Can you remind me really quick? How much protein was in your burrito? Your McDonald's
between,
burrito?
In my McDonald's, 13 grams.
Yeah, the Starbucks hot chocolate has 14 grams of protein.
But I'm not going to McDonald's. I'm going to Chick-fil-A with the 34 grams of protein.
Anyway, I'm sorry. Yes, but French toast is fine.
That's a good pick.
It's fine.
Thank you.
Excellent pick.
There are
Lots
better
of
picks.
protein. I'm just kidding.
So
Alright, Matthew,
you
you
could-
have 2 picks on the turn, Matthew.
All right. So I got my high in protein
Burrito.
breakfast burrito.
Hey, I'm not ripping on burrito, but I'm just saying
it's good.
It would have come back to you 100%.
Would have?
It would come
Yeah,
back
totally
to you.
would've.
Oh yeah, neither would you had it on your list.
It wasn't on my list.
Because you guys are Mexican.
Travesty, but
Yeah, like you. We got Latino in the building.
So I got breakfast burrito. I gotta delete that off my list. I can put that down here. So I'm gonna take like pancakes, bro.
Pancakes.
Give me some pancakes.
that's pretty
Yeah,
good.
Like I
Give me some
said,
pancakes.
it's a good second option. It's the worst of the bread items, but yes, it's down
You
there.
are not putting.
You can't.
You are not putting waffles over pancakes.
Oh,
I would put
100%.
waffles.
You can't eat more than like I can't even eat a pancake. Halfway through, I'm sick of it. Like pancakes, you just can't eat them. Like
Listeners, comment to tell these kids.
talking about something that
Put
does,
a poll. Put it on a poll. Pancakes or waffles?
something
Pancakes or waffles?
something that does not absorb any syrup whatsoever. A pancake drips
Yeah.
right off the top.
You've not made a good pancake. I'll make you pancakes. You gotta do.
That's such a weird thing to say. I'll make you.
I will make you pancake. You will eat them.
So you gotta get a 3-stack. Okay. Butter. Put a nice
I'm
slice.
a
of-
no butter guy.
There-
You hate
Okay.
There's where you're going
Okay.
wrong.
Well, there's your problem. Okay, I can't.
There's your
I
problem.
forgot how rich in protein butter was. I guess.
Okay, so you put a pancake, then you put a slab of butter, another pancake on top. You gotta make sure they're hot so the butter's melting. Then another slab of butter, then pancake, slab of butter. Then you put syrup in between each one. Let it sit there for a little bit, soak into the pancake, and then you just enjoy.
I love that.
Look,
Enjoy.
it's good, but I promise you, pancakes they're 4 out of 10.
The thought
Or
of
4 or 5.
pancakes makes me sick, honestly. Like I can't. Like I put it in my head, and I just think of the feeling I get after eating like 1 or 2 of them. And I'm
Give me an omelet, guys. Just give me an omelet.
another one out of my list. Would have gotten back
It's
to you.
fine.
Can't go wrong, dude. I'm drafting from the heart, though. I'm drafting from the heart. I
Yeah,
don't
you
care
should-
for you guys.
You should be drafting from your stomach, man.
Yeah.
Cinnamon rolls, bacon.
I am
and,
drafting.
hot
I don't want my
chocolate.
stomach to get huge. I'm looking for that protein.
Yeah, protein rich.
Give me. Okay, here's my omelet. I want you to put this in the draft. Okay, an omelet.
No.
Parentheses. Omelet. Parentheses. Pepper, onions, mushroom. Okay.
I'm willing to do that because that'll definitely take away voters. Mushrooms are hot garbage.
For you.
And no meat.
You throw up every time you eat them.
You're
That's
not putting
true.
meat in an omelet?
Well, eggs, obviously.
Eggs
are
are
not
not
meat.
meat.
Well, I'm just saying eggs. Like I forgot to mention that.
Everybody knows that. You can't make
I will put
omelet out of
bacon. I will
eggs.
put bacon in an omelet, but he already took bacon.
Not
so I
this.
can't do
it's
that.
true.
Not this omelet.
Not this omelet. This omelet does not have bacon.
Hashtag
But
not all omelets.
Can I put sausage in it?
Only if
That-
somebody
that'd
else
be
doesn't
tasty.
pick
That's
sausage.
not. That's not going on the poll. That's not. You're getting an omelet. Whatever people think of when they think of an omelet,
Fine.
it's going on the poll.
Yeah.
But I clarified for all the people that made it this far. I clarified already, so you guys know what you're voting for.
Yeah, don't vote for him. Protein man.
I'm gonna
over
crush
here.
you guys.
You're-
I hope you guys get 0 votes.
You're not.
I think I'm gonna take this up a notch because I'm taking straight up eggs. Taking straight up eggs.
It's powerful. I don't know how well it blends with your cinnamon rolls. I think that might
Yeah.
be a
Look at your
preference.
plate: eggs, cinnamon rolls, and what?
French toast. That
Yeah,
looks
that's
pretty good. That
horrible.
looks pretty good.
No, it's sweet, and then you got eggs.
That's because I'm rounding it out, bro.
I know, but
These
you're
we're
like,
not. The draft's not done.
sugary, and then you got these.
Welcome to
eggs.
breakfast.
Okay.
Also,
The
who had
quintessential-
all these on a breakfast?
Nobody, because I'm building out the perfect breakfast.
From the third spot, your boy is coming up aces. I have bacon. I have hot chocolate.
He has no food right now.
I'm taking waffles and cereal, guys. I'm
I was-
taking
I was
waffles and
banking on
cereal.
Sounds like
Imagine.
Jeremiah has a last place draft.
No,
Dude,
There's
you-
a bacon cult. There's a hot cocoa cult. There's a waffles cult, and there is a cereal cult, boy.
Dude.
he made like a ultimate
Yeah,
team
but
right
not
I
draft
built-
from the heart though.
I built. What do you mean? This is my breakfast.
now. You're drafting from the aorta. It's not even a heart. You just,
Do you know how much
you just
protein
want
cereal has?
blocking up a
None.
ventricle.
Bro,
Just you get meat puffs. My favorite kind.
Yeah,
I just
try to put meat in your cereal and some protein powder.
look.
You gotta
you're-
put some protein. You gotta have a hot. What Jeremiah drafted is a hot protein shake.
Now do that.
Hot chocolate.
Man's like, if you took that cereal and you made it a beef stew, now we're talking. No.
I'm okay with those picks. Those are okay.
So
Also, the ball
waffles-
is still hanging from the ceiling.
Update. It's still there. It's further down, I think.
I don't think so.
We're gonna have to try and get it off later.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's my pick is up, and I'm gonna take this. Honestly, I've gone sweet. This is not really great after the cinnamon roll and the French toast, but after the eggs, I'd say it's good. I'm taking just an orange, guys. I had like an orange just right before I went to bed, and I forgot how good they are. It's like
They
waking up.
are the worst combination of foods. I'm gonna be
What?
completely honest.
What? Me? Cinnamon rolls,
you have
French
two
toast,
sweet items, which
eggs.
are good. Two good sweet items, and then you have like eggs, which aren't
eggs.
sweet.
Yeah, powerhouse pick. Go on.
Right, but I have the better version of your eggs.
Yeah, right.
I have eggs, but with good things too.
Yes, things that will definitely lube up your stomach and get everything rolling out as fast
Dude,
as
do you
they
think
want
I have
to.
the worst stomach ever?
Yes. Well, after your burrito, pancakes, omelet, bro, that is a stomach attack. Your stomach is going to hurt.
People
bro.
have never had a homemade burrito then. I do
What
not
does
get.
homemade have
No
to do
one
with
gets
it?
gas and the squirts from a homemade burrito.
That's cap. That's cap. That's cap. That's
That's
totally
cap.
cap.
That's
What?
cap all the way, bro.
Yeah.
That is.
What do you put in your burritos?
Ain't no intestine, bro. No
All it
intestine.
is eggs and sausage, and some peppers.
Okay, maybe and
some
straight laxatives.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. Look,
I know
burritos.
Taco Bell puts laxatives, but my mom doesn't put. I don't put laxatives in my burritos.
They'll make their way. Love will find a way.
Okay,
Yeah,
make your last pick, Matthew. Make
Taking
your
chocolate milk, my friend. Give me a tall glass of chocolate milk, dude.
for breakfast.
What a follower. Just
Yeah.
following my hot chocolate.
It's like
pick.
a
No, if you know me, I've been a chocolate milk lover before you guys were in diapers.
What a follower.
Before
Sure,
I
sure.
was even born,
Look.
I like chocolate milk.
Look.
I'm a truther. These are my favorite breakfast foods.
Yeah.
And you guys did not pick your favorite breakfast foods. You
I
guys
100% did.
No, I'm just kidding.
I 100% did. Yeah. Like, just kidding. You flunked on that
Yeah.
second.
No, but
Look,
you guys just said, what a
I know-
Kinder.
I
No,
know-
chocolate milk.
I know you love chocolate milk, but I drafted hot chocolate first.
Which
so in
chocolate
this
milk
draft,
is better than your hot chocolate?
But for breakfast, bro?
take
That's
take
a
your
Friday night drink.
Take-
Chocolate milk, 100%.
No, it's not.
Yes,
take
it
your
is.
chocolate
A
milk.
Friday night?
Yeah,
Take-
with pizza and popcorn, 100%.
Take
every,
your cho-
like every day of my life.
Pizza with chocolate milk?
Yeah. Have you ever?
What you know how much protein is in that?
Yeah.
Nothing. No protein. No protein at all.
Where's your protein in your pizza?
There's meat on it.
Matthew just
This cheats from an animal.
I don't even know what my draft was. Breakfast burrito.
Pancakes, omelet.
Oh, yeah, I have a
Chocolate
baller draft.
Yeah, but nothing.
Man, it's pretty.
Healthy? Nothing healthy?
Yeah.
Yours is pretty.
Talk about yours.
You need
Let me
your,
see here. Eggs and oranges is looking pretty good.
Yeah,
And French toast
yeah.
on bread.
We did kind of neglect the fruit category, which was good, but yeah, if you guys had drafted better,
I'm sorry,
then I
listeners.
wouldn't.
I yelled a lot in this draft.
It's very
The
passionate.
audio definitely spiked a lot.
Look, yeah, I no, there's. I feel
I'm
like
also sitting the furthest away, so that should help.
these are all good teams, but I genuinely, when I'm looking at these plates, I think I put the best plate together.
100%. You had the best plate.
The most.
Because you have like so imagine you have like waffles and you got a plate of waffles in front of you. You got bacon
yeah.
on the side.
Oh, yeah.
You got that cup of hot cocoa up and steaming
Mhm.
in the corner. On the other corner you got a nice bowl of like what's your ideal cereal? What's your ideal number one
Right
cereal?
now,
This could ruin his draft.
I'm on a bit of a Lucky Charms kick right now, but I've been
Lucky
known
Charms is
to
good.
I've been known to love Reese's Puffs and Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Reese's Puffs are not good.
Reese's Puffs are dumb.
Man,
Ate
what
it.
is
Ate
going?
What
What is going on right now?
Yourself.
Man, he's like, it needs to have protein, be nutritious, and not be chocolatey.
Are you
peanut
like
butter.
drafting out the best thing to start out your day, or the most delicious, or the most,
Most
like
delicious.
What a sports player right
fun?
now.
No, he's like, I'll take a protein shake, a protein
I'm not
bar.
saying I don't like your guys' picks.
An
I
apple
really like
and some
cinnamon
yogurt.
rolls. I really like
You're
French
sure?
toast.
you're
I really
sure-
like bacon.
You're sure
I
not
just-
letting it show, man.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that my picks are the most things that you would have on a regular basis.
Whatever.
Chocolate
man.
milk? No, I've never had chocolate milk for breakfast once.
Really?
Yes.
All right, read off those picks and
You
let's
gotta
close it
venture
All
out.
right, so I said Jeremiah's is bacon, hot cocoa, waffles, and cereal. I got cinnamon rolls, French toast, eggs, and orange. And Matthew's got a burrito, a breakfast burrito, pancakes, an omelet, and chocolate milk.
You're telling me that's not a good spread?
I would say it's fine.
I got my burrito rolled up nicely in the left with an omelet to the right. Got my glass of chocolate milk and my nice stack of pancakes.
I would say it's lacking meat, like immediate meats. I know mine is as well, but like as a spread, it's missing like a meat.
I got meat in like the.
Yeah, but I know, but it's not like a slab of meat or like a physical piece of meat. Like that would be my ideal. I know I've missed out on that, but honestly, picking sausage after bacon is just like, nah.
It's like taking chocolate milk after hot chocolate.
Honestly, that's a good comp. That's a good comp.
It's a really good comp.
But like.
All right, thanks for listening to the pod today, guys. It's been a great episode. Make sure to check us out on the socials and all that.
I wanted to read off some of my waiver wire picks.
Okay,
I had donuts, which is honestly my Tuesday morning breakfast.
Oh, I completely forgot about donuts.
No, that's what I was saying. With there's no protein in them though, so you hate them. Sausage, like I said. Orange juice. I missed out on the drinks. Orange juice is great.
It's good.
It's kind of wrecks your stomach.
It's very
sugary. Yeah.
Narrow window.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get the good orange juice. If you get a bad cup of OG, it's not good.
And you can also have a great cup of OJ with you have something sweet before that OJ and it's done.
Yeah, same with milk percentages too. Like
milk hits better though. Milk hits a little more.
Soy milk? Soy milk is baller.
Never had it.
Soy milk is actually good.
Never had it. It sounds gross. I'm just gonna argue with you about it just because
I put soy milk in my because we go to Ruby's Pantry. Shout out to Ruby's Pantry. Got soy milk one time. I put it in my cereal. It was actually a really interesting. Like I put it in my cinnamon toast and like the blend of the soy milk and the cinnamon taste made it nice flavor.
He also likes protesting and like scratching like the Nazi symbol in the cars and like saying Antifa. I don't know, man.
Yeah, my last one's with apple juice and a really disrespected pick, hash browns.
Hash browns are pretty.
Did you say casserole?
No.
A skillet
My
is...
waiver wire was skillet.
Not casserole. Casserole. I'm like, what? Like lasagna?
No, like an egg casserole, like an egg and like bacon casserole.
Oh, those are good. Like Christmas Day, that's
super
really good. Yeah, that's super good. One pick that I'm glad didn't get drafted because soup's overrated and I avoid it whenever I can. Toast. It's always so dry.
Well, I feel like you cannot have that on like a pick.
No,
there's a lot.
Like it's
like a breakfast sandwich, like waiver wire pick breakfast sandwich. I would put toast and breakfast sandwich. Like that's good.
I'm an English muffin
over English muffin is far superior to toast.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But it's
a toasted English muffin is way better than toast.
Yeah.
Too many good options to
definitely.
take toast.
So yeah, it's been a great draft. Thank you guys for listening to all this stuff. Like we said, a last chance to sign up for the Youth Retreat before it happens, 2nd to the 4th of May. Thanks for listening to today, and I guess it doesn't really matter if you like Matthew's picks today. You know why?
Because they don't have protein.
Because that's true. And you know why else?
Because it's
not your echo chamber.
That was actually kind of good.
That was better than last time.